In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the Carnot engine. Today, I will discuss about a different engine which is called Otto engine, and next is diesel engine. So, first Otto engine. Otto is a scientist, and the engine is named of his name Otto. This is Otto engine. So, we draw the PV diagram of the Otto engine. This is like this. This, 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 this is PV diagram, and the engine is running in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. These two are adiabatic process, adiabatic, and this is also adiabatic process. Suppose it is at temperature theta 1, it is temperature theta 2, it is temperature theta 3, and this is at temperature theta 4. This 5 to 1 process is called intake stroke. Mixture of gasoline and air is drawn into the cylinder. In the 5 to 1 process, mixture of air and gasoline is taken within the cylinder up to the volume V1, and this is volume V2. So, mixture of gasoline and air is drawn within the cylinder through the piston up to the volume V1. When it reaches at V1 at temperature theta 1, it is adiabatically compressed so that its temperature rises from theta 1 to theta 2. It is adiabatic process, so there is no heat exchange between system and surroundings. In 2 to 3 process, the volume remains constant, that means isochoric process, and the pressure changes from 2 to 3, so that temperature rises from theta 2 to theta 3. So, in 2 to 3 is a isochoric process, and we are taking the process up to the point 3 when the temperature becomes theta 3. Then we are again reversing the process 3 to 4, it is also adiabatic process, and the process 3 to 4 runs up to when the temperature becomes theta 4, it is stopped. Then we again do 4 to 1 process, so the temperature theta 4 downs to theta 1, and again 1 to 5 process. This is the exhaust process, valves exhaust, some of the gas mixture to escape until it comes to the air pressure. This is just act as a silencer, and so the rest of the gas is exhausted within the air, so that it comes to the air pressure. This is Otto engine. So, in the process 2 to 3, QH amount of it is taken, and 4 to 1 QC amount of it is rejected, because in 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 there is no heat exchange between systems and surroundings. For temperature theta 2 and the temperature becomes theta 3, for which QH amount of heat is taken from the hot reservoir, and to temperature down from theta 4 to theta 1, QC amount of heat rejected to the cold reservoir. So, we have to calculate the efficiency of the Otto engine. QH we can write QH equal to CV d theta is equal to CV theta 3 minus theta 2. Similarly, QC we can write CV d theta, it becomes CV theta 4 minus theta 1. So, the efficiency eta becomes 1 minus theta 4 minus theta 1 by theta 3 minus theta 2. But it is not possible, actually possible to measure all the temperatures from theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4. So, we are just simplifying the equation in terms of volume. For 3 to 4 adiabatic process, we can write theta 4 V1 to the power gamma minus 1 is equal to theta 3 V2 to the power gamma minus 1. This is 3 to 4 processes. And for 1 to 2 processes, we can write 1 to 2 processes theta 1 V1 to the power gamma minus 1 equal to theta 2 V2 to the power gamma minus 1. So, theta 4 minus theta 1 V1 to the power gamma minus 1 is equal to theta 3 minus theta 2 V2 to the power gamma minus 1. That means theta 4 minus theta 1 by theta 3 minus theta 2 equal to V2 by V1 to the power gamma minus 1. That means this eta becomes 1 minus V2 by V1 to the power gamma minus 1. This is the efficiency of Carnot engine. Next, so the efficiency of the Otto engine depends on the ratio V2 and V1, ratio V2 by V1. But we cannot increase this ratio V2 by V1. Why? This is because if we increase V2 by V1 so that the efficiency increases, what will happen if we increase V1 or V2, the efficiency, when the efficiency will rise, when the V2 by V1 ratio, when the efficiency will be greater when the V2 by V1 ratio is less. So, that means V2 less than V1, V2 less than V1. So, if we, the efficiency will increase, but in actual cases we cannot make the ratios V2 by V1 or V1 by V2 so high. This is because we have taken gasoline here, mixture of air and gasoline. So, gasoline has a fixed ignition temperature. This theta 2 cannot be made so high, because if theta 2 becomes greater than the ignition temperature, then what will happen? Gasoline will burn. So, theta 2, we cannot make this theta 2 so high so that gasoline burns. I am repeating, the efficiency becomes 1 minus V2 by V1. The efficiency eta is equal to 1 minus V2 by V1 to the power gamma minus 1. That means 1 minus 1 by R to the power gamma minus 1, where R equal to V1 by V2. These R factors cannot be made so high, because if R is become so high, theta 2 becomes so large, it will cross the ignition temperature of the gasoline and the gasoline will burn out and the process will start. So, the efficiency of the gasoline engine. Here almost we get the efficiency 67%. Actually in this process what would happen, we increase the temperature theta 2 and this temperature theta 2, theta 3, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4, and again come to the theta 1. So this is all about Otto engine.